All right. So this will be a little bit concerning. Oh my. Because I really have to look at... Stop for a second. I have to watch them both. This is going to be the problem here because I need to know what he's saying in both of the things. Unfortunately, I don't know if I have the new one yet. So give me a second. One of my Imperial guards takes down the last soldier standing outside. The blast doors. The Imperial Guard captain gives me a laser firearm and I slowly raise it. I aim at the mechanical lock located in the center of the blast doors. Ooh, I took over the ship. Nice. I can't seem to close this. Oh my god. The bridge's blast doors spring open, releasing a cloud of frosty white vapor. 陛下、連邦兵は全員制圧しました。この聖艦はあなた様のものです。通信は事前に遮断しておきました。連邦統帥がこの事態を知るのは早くとも3日後でしょう。The Federation's High Marshal won't learn of this for at least 3 days. 帝国の皇族艦隊は1週間以内に到着する予定で。Shouldn't we, like, take this somewhere? Don't you think? I survey the area, walk past a broken Federation insignia on the ground, and give it a slight nod. The Federation dared to touch my belongings. This starship will serve as their reparation. 2 weeks ago, I received word that the Empress's Roar, an Imperial transport ship, had been seized by the Federation while passing through Starport number 7. The Empire and the Federation were always at odds with each other due to various conflicts. Although battles large and small are commonplace, to blatantly overstep their jurisdiction within the starport in a neutral space zone was unmistakably a provocation. Not to mention, the Empress's Roar was carrying gifts from various overlords for my coronation. Have the guards inventory the warehouse, record everything that's missing or damaged. Isn't the High Marshal still recovering from his injuries? I'll send him a letter of concern in 3 days. Imagining the expression on his face when he receives it makes me smile. Include a reparation invoice as well. Oh my god, wow. Why am I such a bitch? I mean, that was good though. That's not even bitchy behavior. That's like, girl, you go for it. After the guards leave, I walk into the depths of the starship's cabin. My fingers trail over an exquisite, ornate, double-edged dagger on the table. This doesn't seem to be amongst my presents. Did he realize that I was going to take over the ship? The footsteps behind me resound almost simultaneously with the hum of a laser firearm charging to maximum output. I spin and raise my hand. The trigger is set to maximum power. Hey, bae. But the man I'm aiming at only raises an eyebrow. With a flick of his finger, the firearm traces 2 silver arches in his palm. He tosses it to the attendant beside him, as if discarding a boring toy. Behind him, dozens of Federation soldiers in pure black uniforms have sealed off all exits in the corridor. They bow their heads to him in sequence. 本当に相変わらずだな。少し私物を見られただけで腹を立てて、わざわざこんな辺境まで乗り込んでくるとは。Ooh. 少し私物を見られただけで腹を立てて、
わざわざこんな辺境まで乗り込んでくるとは。
A little bit. No wonder the starship's defenses were weak. It was a trap. I anticipated the Federation would have a backup plan, but I didn't expect Caleb to appear in person. The Imperial guards still need time to form a counterattack. I need to stall him for now. The same can be said about the High Marshal, no? Yeah, when it comes to me, I think. I heard you sustained minor injuries, but it looks as though you're all right.
お前が帝国姿勢を離れることはめったにない。俺が直々に迎えに行かないと安心できないんだ。
I couldn't rest unless I come by myself or something like that. I need the Japanese, but I don't want to read kanji. Caleb smiles as he raises his finger, and the Federation soldiers' weapons simultaneously turn to me.
愛しい我が妹よ。
Oh, 愛しい我が妹よとわれた. Oh, my beloved baby sister is what he said. That's the thing with that part. So he says, like, 愛しい愛しいでしょ
愛しい我が妹よ。
はあなんでそれをやばすぎ So he says
愛しい我が妹よ。
愛しい which is like beloved, right? Usually 愛しい is used with like, I mean, you can say it with your family as well, but every time I've heard 愛しい it's usually with like beloved like lover or whatever, right? Which I mean it doesn't always have to be with like family, right? Like with lovers, I mean. 愛しい with baby sisters also perfectly fine. I'm just saying 愛しいbeloved 我が妹やと言われたんでしょ
愛しい我が妹よ。
我が妹我が妹と言われた Sorry. So waga, obviously because he's noble, he would use waga. But when you say waga like that, waga imoto, like it's just... It shows some like possession as well. So it's not... It's hard because these are like very specific like nuances you would use in Japanese. Obviously, I don't know what the Chinese is like. I can't speak Chinese. I can only speak Japanese. But that specifically is very wow. It's good. It's good. It feels good. Also, English, my baby sister. My God, I wish I could like change between English and Japanese and Chinese, obviously. But you can only like do this in one language. I'm kind of tempted to do this in English later on, but we'll see. All right. Okay.
クイーン王が拿捕された件について何者かが意図的に情報を流したようで彼らは皆生きり立ち連邦に説明を求めるべきだと主張しています
The Empire and the Federation have been at war for centuries. We don't need an excuse. And the nobles don't want an explanation. They want to see the new ruler's position and capabilities. A ray of sunlight falls on the flowers in the vase. I set down the stems in my hand and gesture for the maid to clean up the scattered leaves. They should pay the price for daring to target what's mine. Wow! It's so interesting because the person we were in Raphael's wasn't like this, I feel. I feel like we were a little bit more understanding to a certain extent, but this MC is a little bit more like harsh, which is fine. I actually like the differences between each of the MCs because like Raphael's MC is a little bit more playful, a little bit more like, how do you say, daring, and a lot more closer to my own personality, which is like a lot more commanding. I mean, yes, like this MC as well, but like she's more prone to like taking charge of what, you know, of like more of the I guess male dominated parts of like the storyline, which I really love about her. Like that's the reason why I play Raphael so much, is because I feel like the MC is closer to who I am. But also Caleb MC is also a little bit different too, and I love how like she's just like mine. This is really nice. I like it. I pause and recall the interstellar news report from a few days ago about the attack on the High Marshal in the capital. I'm afraid Caleb's life in the Federation isn't always as glorious and carefree as I thought it was. He most likely doesn't have the energy to manage starport-related affairs at the moment. This is the perfect opportunity for me to take the initiative. I sit up and take the robe the maid offers me. The Nebulaceae apples at Starport number 7 are in full bloom, yes? I plan to visit them myself. Oh. Unfortunately, having a plan is one matter, but the changes brought about by Caleb's appearance is another story. More than 10 dots from the laser sights appear around me. I face them head on and take 2 steps. Killing me is easy, but did you think about how you'll handle the aftermath? Although I'm the Empire's Empress, there are plenty of potential heirs to choose from once I die. Oh, okay. So the heirs are just potential ones. They're not quite like all family? I shrug, lower my weapon, and smile. My successor might not be interested in playing these childhood games with you.
女王陛下とちょっとした茶番を演じてみただけだ。女王陛下とちょっとした茶番を演じてみただけだ。
茶番を演じてみただけだ. Which means it was just a joke. It was just a farce of some sort. Caleb waves his hand and the guns behind him are immediately lowered.
成功で武器密輸の痕跡が見つかった。連邦がローン政権の調査に協力するのは政官の平和のためだ。
Is it though?
もし武力衝突が起これば、政官航路の安定性が脅かされることになる。
Let's set aside the matter of peace. If the Lorne Galaxy sought help from the Federation, that would be a reasonable justification. As the shipping hub of the center of our known cosmos, its stability affects the interests of many galaxies.
惑星主たちがお前に捧げたささやかな贈り物も何らかの輸送事故で全部失われるかもしれない。
Yeah, but you might have also taken them.
帝国全土を手中に収める女王陛下でもそれはさすがに痛手だ。
それはそうだけど。Since you know this, you shouldn't have interfered with my private transport spacecraft. You know very well I won't let this slide. Or are you saying you went through all of this trouble just to lure me here for sightseeing? Caleb approaches me and picks up the double-edged dagger, but he makes no move to slide it back into the sheath at his side.
戴冠式以来ずっと顔を合わせてなかっただろう。会いたかったよ、妹。
Oh my god! Damn! This boy. Stop it. Get some help.
戴冠式以来ずっと顔を合わせてなかっただろう。 会いたかったよ、妹。
会いたかったよ, imoto. So he said, I missed you, my little sister. Which, of course, they didn't translate, but that's okay. They said it at least once, okay? Oh, when he says that last word, his lips are almost pressed against my ear. Only I can hear a faint hint of playfulness. So he says that last word specifically the imoto yo into our ear. So the little sister part is like in our ear. My finger curls around the loaded laser firearm as I lower my gaze. Caleb is the person closest to me, but at this moment, he and the Federation are the Empire's greatest enemy. If I want to secure my position as Empress, I will inevitably cross swords with him. All right, so this is taking place a long time after whatever is going on in the event. I don't know how the event ends because it says it's 18. You have to wait 17 days before you can get to the last like story quest. So, or 18 days actually. So you have to wait 18 days to get to the last story quest, which kind of sucks because then if you're doing these like cards a little later and they're about something that happens later on, it's a little hard to understand where they're coming from. So, I mean, it's not that hard, but still. Like there's like this disconnect a bit. Just in case. I don't know. Sometimes the events don't always like cross with the cards, but I feel like, you know, there's probably a little bit of overlap on these ones. Drop the weapon and feign sympathy. Fire the gun and kill Caleb? Wait a second, I can kill Caleb? I want to try. I'm gonna fail again. No! Various thoughts swirl through my mind, and at long last, I seize the clearest one. Regardless of our circumstances, he is my older brother, so naturally, he belongs to me. Wow! MC, why are you so possessive? MC, why are you so fucking holy shit, girl. Girl, you need to calm your tits a bit. Damn. Rather than let someone else kill him, I'd rather do it myself. Wow. The laser firearm's barrel is knocked away just before the beam is fired. It grazes Caleb's shoulder and strikes the porthole behind him. With an expressionless face, he sheathes his dagger and glances at me where his blade cut me.
もっと昔話をしたいのかと思ったんだけど。
I love the way he's looking at me right now. Damn, I love that's Colonel like Caleb right now. Oh my god, love it. The wound isn't deep. In fact, it's more of a warning. I press down on my wrist to stop the bleeding. Caleb raises his arm. The Federation soldiers who aimed at me again have received the signal to step back. They clear a path for me.
クイーン号を連れて国に帰れ。次に会った時は警告だけじゃ済まない。
Did I fail again? Please tell me I failed again. I really want to fail again. I don't want to do this again. That's why I want to fail and then come back and then do the regular story. I hope this is the one that I fail. I was young back then. Grand ambitions and confidence could sustain me as I walked this path alone. Oh, okay, it is the one that I fail at. Okay, good. I turned and left the bridge. I didn't look back, not even once. Yeah, this is the fail. Oh my god, I got the fail one. All right, good. I love doing the fail one. This is so good. War broke out once more. It wasn't any different from the wars between the Empire and the Federation over the past 100 years. Caleb and I, at distant ends of the cosmos, live and die in futility. The heavens can only eternally spin in vain. Wow! In cosmic year 649, the meeting between the Empire's Empress Himeko and Caleb, leader of the Federation, ultimately ended in discord. They once grew up together in the Imperial court. Separated, they rose to power in two great galaxies to create their own era of prosperity. But as they ruled, the accumulated grievances between the Empire and the Federation failed to be resolved and worsened. They spent their entire lives restraining each other. They never achieved reconciliation. Wow, the Star's brief history. That's so interesting. I love it though. I love it. I love this. Perfect opposites is so interesting. All right. All right, we're back to the part where I can say whether or not we shoot him. I love that I tried to kill Caleb. That's the most amazing thing ever. Oh, that's so good. Imagine trying to kill your own brother. This is the most amazing thing. So happy this was a thing for me. All right. Okay, I think I figured out how the mirroring thing works though. All right. Open the drop the weapon and feign sympathy. I drop my weapon and link arms with Caleb. No. Forgot to turn off the auto. Regardless of I drop my smile slowly widens. Regardless of what the future holds, this game-like power struggle has only just begun. I plan to savor it for a long time. Ooh, interesting. Game-like power struggle. Interesting. I missed you too. Oh, I need to know if she says, I missed you too, Guga, or if she just says, Mahiru. Okay, let me go check. Oh, watashi mo aetakatta. So she didn't really say anything else besides that. Apples. Oh, before I came here, I heard Nebulaceae apples bloom beautifully. Would you like to accompany me to see them? He puts his arm around me while sheathing his dagger. Why is it doing that? It's so weird. Oh, it turned off my stuff. No! Inside the observation room, the metal hatch slowly closes behind us. We're the only ones in here. Caleb recommended we head to the top of the starport's highest tower. From the window, one can see the Nebulaceae apples in their entirety. So we went to see some apples together. All right. Oh, does it? Weren't you threatening me with firearms earlier? You changed your tune awfully quick. He removes his sidearm. Grips my hand and places it over the weapon's handle. Two different temperatures simultaneously envelop my palm. Okay, what are you doing, love? You think I won't shoot? Wait. You can run away and nantoka. Wait, let me see.
お前はできない。
お前はできない。できるよ。
怒ってるのか？
Oh, できるよ. I can take it and shoot you. I did it before.
ああ。お前はできない。
できる。しましたから。His fingers glide across my wrist and trail down my arm to reach my back. The rough texture makes my breath hitch for a moment. Oh, interesting.
何せお前にとっても子供の頃からこうして兄弟ごっこをしてきた兄ちゃんは俺だけなんだから。
Don't kiss!
お前も俺と同じでそんなすぐには終わらせたくないんじゃないか？
It depends on what we can give each other during this time. Also, he said Onii-chan. なんでお兄ちゃん言われた？
何せお前にとっても子供の頃からこうして兄弟ごっこをしてきた兄ちゃんは俺だけなんだから。
Yeah, just pretty much that, but with Onii-chan in there somewhere.
お前も俺と同じでそんなすぐには終わらせたくないんじゃないか？
Yeah, about the same. Okay. Yeah, there's just like Onii-chans in there. Like, I'm the Onii-chan you want to like play these games with, pretty much. I hug Caleb back. My breaths caress his neck. Okay, wait, where did he kiss me though? Oh, he kisses my cheek. Okay. The Nebulaceae apple flowers, I can't say that very well, at the starport are beautiful. I like them.
じゃあまたいつでも来い。いくらでも一緒に見てやるから。
Okay. We're both like the emperors of different galaxies, my dude. I narrow my eyes and pretend to accidentally step on his foot. Why am I so mean? I feel like we have a very, how do you say, interesting relationship. And by interesting, I mean we seem to want to antagonize each other a lot, but they're just games. But are they really games? Is what I'm getting at. You've forgotten what I like must belong to me. All right, are you okay? Possessive much myself. But as long as you let go, in time, I can let bygones be bygones. Maybe the relationship between the Federation and the Empire could be mended through us. However, it was never good to begin with. Caleb shows no signs of loosening his grip. Instead, he picks up a strand of my hair and twirls it around his finger.
お前の性格を俺が知らないとでも？今回は優位に立てなくて機嫌を損ねてるんだろう。
Oh, shut up.
多分今頃帝国の皇族艦隊がこっちに向かってるはずだ。もし今俺が部下を連れて成功から撤退したら待ち受けてるのは仲直りじゃなくて前後からの挟み撃ちだろうな。
My thoughts have been exposed, so I cut to the chase. On behalf of the Empire, I can promise to not act against you, on the condition that you leave immediately. No words leave his mouth. Then he flicks the accessory on my cheek, which is embedded with the chrysalis he gave me. Oh, there's something on my cheek? The crystal is only formed in the cold ring zones that are created when two nearby stars collapse simultaneously. Despite being on the market, it's always been priceless. One day, Caleb somehow got word from somewhere and piloted a long-haul vessel alone through a cold ring zone to find a crystal. I remember his smile when he brought it back. He said his job is to always bring me everything I want. Did I want that? But what if we want the same thing?
お前の艦隊が到着するまで1週間ってとこか。俺の部隊なら2日あれば十分だ。 連邦のあるナーザ星系に到達するには第七星港が最も近い港になる。どんな事情があろうと俺たちは必ず手に入れる。必要とあれば破壊も辞さない。帝国の支配下に置かれるくらいならな。お前がここに来たのはそんな結果を望んでのことじゃないだろう。
He's correct. I'm here with the intention of displaying an alliance with the Empire's nobles to confront a common enemy. It's so I could win over some of the loyalty I need for my reign. Starting a war isn't difficult, but winning without fighting is. I also don't want my subjects to remember me as a warmonger or empress, especially since I've just ascended to the throne. Contemplating the current situation, I pull away from his embrace. Let's compromise then. The Imperial fleet and the Federation's garrison both retreat. Everyone will be able to coexist peacefully.
妹はちょっと勘違いしてるみたいだな。俺はお前と交渉してるわけじゃない。
Oh? Hey. Why does it not let me go?
成功総督は正式に辞表を提出済みで、ローン政権はすでに連邦が推薦した新任者を受け入れた。ちょうどさっき俺たちが花見をしてた時にな。
Did you just undermine me? This bitch! Caleb leans in, his voice softly brushing past my ear.
時間稼ぎしてるのはお前だけだって誰が言った？
Who said you weren't the only one trying to buy time? I hate him. Caleb, you've truly become a convenient blade for the Federation. A dull pain spreads from the side of my neck. I reach out to push him away, but he catches my wrist first. Did he just bite me?
こういうことか？
How dare you? I struggle, and Caleb's arms tighten around me.
ローン政権は乱流が多い。お前の艦隊が到着してから無事に母星に送り返してやる。だから数日の間は安心して兄ちゃんと休校を温めればいい。
兄ちゃんと取れた。兄ちゃんと取れた。兄ちゃんと取れた。He said me and your Onii-chan, your big brother. And just get how do you say? So I'm dying here. For the next few days, just relax and focus on catching up with your Onii-chan. Oh my god. All right, his kiss descends without warning. Oh my god, he's forcing his kisses on me. Amidst the entanglement of lips and teeth. I have been doing this for a while then, with him. I bite his lower lip. I only feel satisfaction when the metallic taste of blood fills my... Wow. Wow. Damn. Damn, though. Holy shit. I cannot. That is ridiculous. Stop. Stop with the noises. Since he took what he wanted, this is the lightest price he'll have to pay. I cannot believe they did that. I can't believe it.
これは女王陛下の一番お気に入りのショールです。早く話しなさい。
Oh, it's the dogs. The faces. Oh.
陛下の花瓶をお守りしなくちゃ。他の部屋からクッションを全部持ってきてください。
Shortly after the fleet escorted me back to my home planet, which ends in the Empire, Caleb's apology gift arrived. Currently, they're brazenly digging up the ground in my greenhouse's garden while making incomprehensible strange noises.
まさかあの子最後の星雲街道を噛んでる？陛下、このボルタ犬は相当気性が荒いようです。連邦統帥が送ってきたのは兼務総監に預けて調教させましょう。まずは最低限のマナーを教えるべきです。
That's unnecessary. I look at the chaotic state of the garden they're in, and I raise my hand to stop the secretary from saying more. They're a mischievous pup who can't possibly tear down my palace. On my way back to the Empire, I came up with the rough beginnings of a plan for my retaliation. I just needed an opportunity. The Interstellar Starfaring Summit is about to be held in the Empire. Caleb has to arrive as a representative of the Federation. His starship will encounter a small problem, which means he won't be able to arrive on time. He'll have no choice to ask me for help. Oh god. This is not gonna go well. This is not gonna go well at all. I'll have them guard my bedchamber. When their former master apologizes to me, they can help me deliver a message. He's not gonna apologize to me. Do you know Caleb? Girl. Okay. In the cosmic year 129, people dissatisfied with the cosmic empire left the Allure galaxy. They announced they would establish their own nation in the Nizir galaxy. Thus, the Glory Federation was born. The Federation opened its doors to all of the Empire's opponents. Within several decades, it rapidly grew into the Empire's most powerful adversary. In cosmic year 150, the Empire formally declared war on the Federation. Huh? And so for hundreds of years, the flame of conflict never ceased. Both sides claimed victories and defeats, but the two great galaxies always maintained a delicate balance. Neither could completely shake the other's foundation. In cosmic year 642, a young man who grew up in the Imperial court voluntarily switched sides and went to the Federation to study. Why did he voluntarily switch sides, though? After making out with his own sister? Wait, I don't understand. At the time, no one knew that this young man, who rose to the position of High Marshal in just 5 years, would change the entire cosmos. Ooh, excerpt from The Star's Brief History. 2 months later. But before changing the cosmos, there was another important matter awaiting this young man's attention. His unexpected absence from the last evening's summit, which has been held in the Empire, is the result of bidding on the Lorne Galaxy's long-haul vessels. That was definitely our doing, though. We fucked with your ships, I guess. I don't know what we did, but we fucked with them. Sorry, bro. That's on us. Several ministers are already visibly delighted before the holographic report on Astral News ends.
やはり陛下の読み通りだ。自国の船に技術的な不具合が生じるなど、連邦は決して認めない。小型部品を一つすり替えるだけで、自慢のナビゲーションシステムが麻痺するとは、誰も思わないだろう。ローン政権の代表は、帝国と連邦に自分たちが売り出す新型遠航艦を競り合わせ、今回連邦が欠席したことで我々の予算は1億中華ほど抑えられる見込みです。陛下のご英断にございます。
We're so amazing. In a good mood, I tap the armrest of my throne while accepting the minister's flattery. Let's secure Lorne's long-haul vessel production line for the next 3 years before the Federation realizes what's happening. Caleb will get a taste of returning empty-handed this time. After everyone leaves, I reopen the news report from earlier and wave my hand to rewind it by several seconds. Then I take a screenshot. This obedient, apologetic expression is a rare sight. I'll send it to Caleb later so he can see it for himself. As I leave the audience hall, the overcast sky doesn't affect my good mood in the slightest. In the corridor, Tabi, whose name was found inscribed on the inside of their collar, is enthusiastically chewing on their beloved toy. They happily bound over to my feet once they see me approach. I pick up the toy, hold it in my hand, and then something happens. And playfully tease Tabi with it. Tabi? You're well behaved. I'll give you an extra treat later. Their short tail is wagging even faster now. As raindrops suddenly fall, I scoop up Tabi and head to the nearest greenhouse for shelter. The greenhouse has long since been renovated. Plants extend outward with their leaves to release this season's distinctive fragrance. Subconsciously, I make my way around to a flower wall. Sure enough, I spot a familiar white bench. It looks exactly the same as before. Back then, Caleb and I would often whisper here. The flower blooms suddenly in the greenhouse. We avoided the maids by hiding in the blossom's shade. Ooh. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this this outfit on him before. Must you go that way? Must you go to that weird academy?
紅葉連邦青函式学院な。宇宙一の軍事学校だ。合格通知のメール、とっくに見たんだろ。わざわざ興味なしの欄に振り分けてくれてたし。
I pretended not to notice the teasing in his tone and pluck a wilted flower from the corner. The Federation despises Imperial citizens. They might never let you graduate.
心配するな。俺は中立性の継承者として行くんだ。誰もわざと困らせてきたりはしないさ。
Neutral planet's heir. But if you go to the Federation, you'll have to start over.
一から統帥の座に上り詰めるってのも面白そうじゃないか?
But if you become the High Marshal, you won't just be my Caleb anymore. I furrow my brow, and he pokes the space between my worry lines.
でもは禁止。兄ちゃんを信じてないのか?
Don't you trust your
お前が女王
brother?
になって俺が統帥になったら帝国と連邦の関係を変えられるかもしれない。
Who knows if that will be the case? When you leave, I won't be able to talk with anyone.
そんなことない。お前は未来の女王なんだから。みんながお前を喜ばせようとするに決まってる。
He bends down to prick a Nebulaceae apple from the flower bed and pins it to my collar.
この花みたいにな。どんなに珍しくても、お前がちょっと目を止めさえすれば、ずっとお前の庭に咲き続ける。
I know, but they can become tiresome sometimes. They're nothing compared to you.
権力を持つってのは多少の不便がつきものだ。ただ、俺の前ではいつだってわがままな妹でいていい。
Oh, that's a little bit different.
ただ、
Tada.
俺の前ではいつだってわがままな妹でいていい。
You can be. You can be the selfish little sister. Toka, right? Rather than willful, it's more like selfish, like wagamama. It's like more like a selfish, willful. Yeah,
あ
willful
と
is
1
okay,
ヶ
but
月で経つけど、贈り物リストに載ってるやつ以外に欲しいものはあるか？
I do like that they say little sister here. Why do they keep on saying that? I wonder what the fuck, man, though. Anything?
何でもいい。
Anata? Summer flowers and fruits have ripened. Their rich fragrances mingle with an intense desire. Before you leave, please satisfy me. I tilt my head up and kiss his lips for the first time. Back then, I had no idea what I wanted to taste. What? The fuck? Okay. So we've been lovers for a while now. My scattered thoughts return to the present. I look at the petals I unconsciously plucked and brushed them aside. Perhaps Caleb and I had already taken different paths to build our own lives since the beginning. I believe that even though we might have instances of nostalgia, neither of us would question the choices we made. I just don't know when we'll see each other again.
陛下、連邦統帥が到着されました。
Huh? Somehow, Caleb has arrived in the Empire before the interstellar starfaring summit ended. In fact, the fact that he left the other galaxies' representatives behind to see me makes it difficult to determine his real purpose, however.
この銀の皿、まだ使ってたのか。昔送った時は装飾が地味すぎるって文句言ってたのに。
I forgot to throw it away.
じゃあ、そこに並んでるアブルの実も旬の果物に変え忘れただけなんだろうな。
They're just fruits. If you like them, you can take them back. The High Marshal still insists on visiting the Empire even though the interstellar starfaring summit is about to end. Are you planning to apologize to me in person?
先にアフタヌーンティーに誘ってくれたのは女王陛下だろ。飲みながら話そう。
The Empire and the Federation aren't on friendly terms, but since Caleb is visiting during the summit, I still need to fulfill my duties as a hostess. Seeing him hold up his teacup with a leisurely attitude, I feel as though he's returned to his own garden. I should have made him wait longer in the audience hall. The chairs there are the most uncomfortable. The attendants lead Taby away, but I don't overlook the way their tails wag with a particular enthusiasm. Ah, you raised them. They still remember you after so long.
そういうお前は俺を忘れかけてるみたいだけどな。それとも帝国の通信環境が悪すぎてこの2ヶ月一度も連絡ができなかったとか？
I have my own matters to deal with. Caleb nods non-committally, sits down his teacup and rests one hand against the side of his face.
女王陛下ともなれば毎日大忙しだろうな。特に最近だと忙しかった理由は俺だろ。
Why does it sound really weird in English?
女王陛下ともなれば毎日大忙しだろうな。
Your Majesty is so busy with other things, isn't she?
特に最近だと忙しかった理由は俺だろ。
And the reason you're so busy lately is because of me, isn't it? Toka? Before I can counter, he continues speaking, but he's not making any accusations.
今回の計画はなかなかよくできてた。実行者もかなり慎重で、俺ですら危うく尻尾をつかみ損ねるとこだった。
I wasn't able. Oh well, it was hard for me to find things to catch them with. Same diff.
けどもし、お前がもう少し荒っぽい手を使ってたら、
Yeah, if you had been more... Yeah, I guess so.
俺はナビゲーションシステムの故障で磁場の乱流に迷い込んで死んだ。初の陶酔になってたかもな。
Get lost and die in a magnetic field turbulence to a... Oh my god. I pick up a pastry and feign the perfect amount of surprise. Oh? I thought you said you were absent due to personal reasons. Using such an excuse at the last minute to implicate the Empire would be too obvious. People from other galaxies wouldn't believe it.
つまりお前はやっぱりスクリーンの前で俺が出てくるのを待ってたんだな。行きの道中で少し時間がかかったけど、幸い間に合った。
Like a magician, he produces a bouquet of flowers. I'm stunned. You took the time to prepare this?
どうせ遅刻したんだ。だったらもう少し遅れて登場した方がお前のご希望に添えるかと思って。
Fuck this man. I love him, but every time I just want to hit him. That's not what I wanted. The familiar floral fragrance drifts past us. Despite our current circumstances, it stirs distant memories and softens my heart.
昔帝国にいた頃も俺たちはしょっちゅういろんなことで喧嘩してたよな。お前は年下で、しかも俺が甘やかしてたから。たとえお前に非があってもいや、どんな時もお前が正しかったよ。
Oh, that was so much cuter in Japanese, though.
お前は謝ろうとしないし、
You never
俺もい
apologize.
つだってお
Oh,
前
that's
を
not the
な
one I
だめ
wanted
る
to
し、
know.
お前は年下で、
When you were younger,
しかも俺が甘やかしてたから。
wait,
お前は年下で、
you were young
しかも俺が甘やかしてた
and
か
I
ら。
spoiled you, yes.
たとえお前に非があっても、
For example,
いや、
when on
ど
that
んな
time,
時もお前が正しかったよ。
wait,
お前は年下で、しかも俺が甘やかしてたから。たとえお前に非があってもいや、どんな時もお前が正しかったよ。
sometimes I'll say you had a point was wrong. It's like he would say that I was always correct.
お前は年下で、
You were
し
young
か
and
も
I
俺が
spoiled
甘やかして
you.
たから。たとえお前に非があっても、
When
Yeah.
sometimes
どんな時もお前が正しかったよ。
during the moments when you were young, oh wait, no, I take that back. Every time you were always right. と言われた。
お前は謝ろうと
You
しないし、
never apologized.
俺もいつだってお前をなだめる時間があるわけじゃない。けど、どんなにこじれても、結局はお互い離れられない。
Yeah, about the same. I'm not gonna say that's wrong.
だから当時、俺たちは約束事を一つ決めた。
We've decided on one promise at that time. Whenever one of us wanted to make up with the other, we'd place a flower by that person's pillow. The person who receives the flower must forgive the other before it wilts. Did you do something that would we had to give a flower for? You gave the flowers this time. Or are you saying that we have to give him flowers?
俺が来たのは、この約束が今も有効かどうか確かめた
Oh,
かっ
is he
た。
is he apologizing for the last time he took something that we
そして
wanted?
今の俺たちが代表する連邦と帝国にまだ協力の可能性があるのかどうかも。
Although I'm surprised, I only raised my eyebrow in signal for him to continue.
連邦と帝国の間にかつて国家の存亡に関わる対立があったのは事実だ。けど数百年経った今ではこの争いもただの惰性になってる。小さな衝突から大規模な戦争まで毎回有限の資源を浪費して別の誰かの利益にしてるだけだ。
Yeah. It's not as if it's not as if I haven't considered the matters he speaks of. The tension between the Empire and the Federation stems from More people maneuvering beneath the surface. They create a turbulent undercurrent that never stops. But if we're... Oh my goodness, my leg went numb. But if we're going with the flow... But if going with the flow takes the least effort, why should I position myself as a reef? Since there will always be those who profit from conflict, any attempt for collaboration would raise significant resistance. I don't necessarily have to oppose you, but I also don't want to invite trouble.
戦争を野放しにすれば、女王としての立場が楽になると思うのか？忘れてないよな。お前の先代の王は俺に敗れて、最後には帝国から見捨てられた。
Interesting. Caleb continues speaking in a measured, persuasive manner, but I detect a hint of something suspicious. You're confident you can defeat me. Why are you actively proposing cooperation?
帝国には後継者が5万といるけど、俺にはお前というたった一人の妹しかいない。ひいきしない理由がどこにある？
I guess that's okay. I don't believe you. That being said, I'm also aware of how Caleb's proposal is worth considering. He finishes his last sip of tea and shows no urgency as he waits for my response.
そういえば俺たち、もう随分長いこと一緒に旅行してないな。今回俺が道に迷った時に見つけた二つ目の発見を見に行かないか？きっとお前も興味を持つはずだ。
The long-haul vessel cuts through the edge of the cosmos and traverses star clusters and multiple warp points before arriving at the outermost edge of the Lorne galaxy. The interstellar dust gradually increases during the latter half of the journey. Caleb steers with precision to avoid countless obstacles. So do we just leave the summit, or is this after the summit?
行きで練習できてよかったよ。でなきゃ、お前を乗せてこんな風に飛べなかった。
I think it gave you the perfect opportunity to show off your piloting skills in front of your subordinates.
そうだな。妹は兄の心の回路っていう言葉があるのも納得だ。
Okay. All right, Ani. This bitch. Let me get that real fast. Oh, I was stupid. Pressing the wrong thing.
本当に心を温めてくれる。そうだな。妹は兄の心の回路っていう言葉があるのも納得だ。
I'm not sure about
そうだな。
this.
妹は兄の心の回路っていう言葉があるのも納得だ。
Oh, okay, now I get it. I wasn't sure about this because I don't understand the phrasing, but he said like
そうだな。妹は兄の心の回路っていう言葉があるのも納得だ。
he said like little sisters are heartwarmers for a bigger brother's heart. So like, you know, kairo, which is like, you know, nandake, like those like heat packs that you can like warm up in your hand, the things that you like hand warmers. They're saying like little sisters are the ones that warm older brothers' hearts. I didn't understand it until I like listened to it one more time. Like I was just like, what are you trying to say? During our conversation, the vessel gradually slows down. Okay.
着いたぞ。
Where did we come? All around us are dust clouds and obscure our vision, churning nebular storms. Churning nebular storms? I look at Caleb. For fuck's sake, I just did something again. There we go. Okay. All around us are dust clouds that obscure our vision and churn nebular storms. Ah, now I get it. I look at Caleb. He stares at the observation display, his wrist moving as he slowly adjusts the altitude.
道に迷った時、たまたま製図には載ってないワープポイントを見つけたんだ。俺はそこをヴィラティオ、隠された場所と名付けた。
We are already close to the edge of the Lorne galaxy. If we go any further, I stop, realizing why Kayla brought me here. Lorne is connected to Allure and Nazir. It serves as a buffer zone between the Empire and the Federation, and is the central hub of the known cosmos. But beyond that exists countless unknown places that have never been explored.
お前の想像してる通りだ。このワープポイントは未知の星系に通じてる可能性がある。それがもたらす価値はどんな戦争よりもはるかに大きい。
Oh?
共通の利益はあらゆる憎しみを解消できる。連邦と帝国の間でも同じだ。
But it could also lead to destruction or nothing at all.
だから決定権はお前にある。俺はあくまで協力への誠意を示してるだけさ。
Above the firmament, that unfamiliar warp point flickers faintly. It's barely perceptible in the distance. Does anyone else know?
お前が二人目だ。
You trust me that much? I look at Caleb, but I can't figure out what he's thinking. If I were to make a move against you, I could monopolize this discovery. No one else knows we came here. You'd be turned into cosmic dust.
なあ妹。本気で相手を殺すつもりなら、そんな風に目を見て話したりしないもんだ。
Hey, little sister. Someone who truly wants to kill me would never look at me the way that you're speaking to me. Pretty much. But and what he's saying, but he says, hey, little sister in the beginning. I need you to think about this. Caleb lowers his head. Shadows fall across his brow as the air between us grows thick with tension.
わかった。ただ、今の生還情勢だと、あんまり猶予はやれない。何をするにしても、早い方がいい。
His kiss falls with a fierce intensity. I close my... Oh, no, stop that. I close my eyes and allow myself to surrender to his bold transgression. Outside the porthole, the nebular storm surges violently once more, its eerie purple light flowing across the glass. The shadow of our intertwined figures is cast. Oh my god, we're having sex. Okay. Wow. The amount of times we've literally boned Caleb in this is ridiculous. I think we've literally we've done Caleb like at least 3 times. Like wow. Oh, that's hilarious though. There are many reasons that bind us together, but when they're weighted on a scale, our mutual interests outweigh everything else. I know Caleb doesn't trust me as much as he lets on. Then again, neither do I. I love that they're together, but they're also not together. This is so interesting to me. I also love how like extremely like selfish I seem to be, or the MC at least. Morning light pierces through layered clouds and casts light gray shadows around the massive long-haul vessels. They're arranged in a formation at the center of the square. Faintly trembling from the engine heat, massive hulls are painted with the emblems of the Empire and the Federation. Around the square, nobles advance slowly within layers of guards, while commoners gather like a tide in the outermost ring. At the highest point of the ceremonial spacecraft, I stand shoulder to shoulder with Caleb. We overlook this performance of peace.
帝国と連邦は合同艦隊を結成し、初のビラティオワープ思考計画を始動する。軍政がここに見届けるであろう。本計画は協力と和平への道を切り開き、宇宙により長き安寧をもたらすのだ。
I gaze at the nobles below, whose expressions are filled with the most doubt. Then I look at Caleb, who's beside me. Hey. After returning from that trip, I formally considered his suggestion. He proposed that we could use Starport 7 as a springboard to conduct a stable warp drill consisting of a joint escort. It would allow us to test whether Veltio is stable while rooting out a few troublemakers who are working behind the scenes.
女王陛下、マヒル統帥。
統帥？
儀式の仕上げをお願いいたします。
I'm just about to step forward when Caleb holds out his hand
一緒
to
に
me.
行かないのか？
I guess I have to hold his hand. This is the first time in 5 years that I've held his hand in daylight. His warmth travels through our fingers. It's so comforting that it leaves me in a daze. Meanwhile, the scepter I hold remains cold as ours, always. Two weeks later. Are we gonna have another bout? Oh my god. According to what Caleb and I agree upon, he will lead the first phase of the Veltio warp trial. He'll establish an observation center at Starport number 7 and use the brand new warp point to dispatch fleets in batches. Yet before the first fleet could even depart, the Empire's agents planted at the Starport reported bad news.
まさか連邦がこれほど早く動くとは。第七成功に進駐してわずか数日で口実を作って出入り口を封鎖したそうです。帝国の人員と縁交換は未だ構内に閉じ込められています。通信も切断され、危うく連邦の口車に乗せられるところでした。
やはり連邦は信用なりません。最初から協力に応じるべきではなかったのでしょう。今回巻き込まれたのは最新鋭の縁交換10隻です。
I'm somewhat prepared for the obstacles this plan would encounter, but everything happened so fast that it's catching people off guard. I rub my brow and question whether Caleb would make such a short-sighted decision. Perhaps I'm unwilling to admit that my desire to believe in him is greater than I previously thought, but everything in the cosmos is constantly changing. The Empire can still afford to pay this price. However, the Federation didn't just offend the Empire. The Lorne Galaxy won't tolerate their repeated provocations. Rapidly calculating the current situation in my mind, the highest priority is to withdraw before public opinion turns against us. Fortunately, I have a backup plan. Hi, Finn! How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's been so long. I hope you're doing okay. Also, Happy New Year. I hope you're having a good New Year. Stick to the original plan. I will announce that I'm recovering from an illness to temporarily avoid the spotlight. As for the joint fleet, it's time to let the Lorne Galaxy know the deployment details around Veltio. Velitio. I think it's Velitio, actually. I missed you. I missed you too, Finn. It's been so long. I hope you're okay, though. It's winter, so it's so cold, and I've been getting sick every like 5 seconds. So the amount of times I've been sick in the last like 3 days is ridiculous. Or rather, 3 weeks. I shouldn't say 3 days. 3 weeks. Like the entirety of December, I was sick. This is like the first week I haven't been sick, so it's like great. Oh my god. The Federation broke the agreement first, so they can't blame us for muddying these waters. With the resolve to distance myself from this mess, I consistently claim I'm ill and remain in seclusion for the next 2 weeks. Each day, apart from taking walks in the garden and walking my bit-a-bup, I spend my time in my bedchamber or study. This could truly be called leisurely. Until tonight, that is. As usual, I walk to my bedchamber with the secretary before parting ways. Then I feel something is amiss. The maids seem to be somewhat nervous.
女王陛下。
Did something happen while I wasn't here?
いえ、平時と変わりありません。先ほど公爵が来訪され、陛下を非常に慕っているというお遺言をお連れでした。陛下のご指示通り、当面は休養が必要なため、謁見は難しいとお伝えしました。
During my recuperation, nobles have already been stirring restlessly behind the scenes. There's also no shortage of those wanting to seize an opportunity to curry favor. Taby is still lying outside the door. They normally bark when they catch a stranger's scent, but today they seem unusually well behaved. I'm overthinking it. I give a slight nod, and the maids immediately understand. They open the doors to my bedchamber for me. Before the doors fully opened, I catch sight of a familiar outfit. I knew it was Caleb! I wonder if I say Onii-chan or Caleb. Let's check the Japanese real fast.
顔色が悪いな。本当に病気なのか?
This bitch just said I look like shit. This bitch. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna check if I said Onii-chan or Caleb. Oh, I said Mahiru. Okay. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm eating well, drinking well, and sleeping well. The stress you've caused hasn't given me an actual ailment yet. Although it will soon. Let's be real. This man is always giving me an ailment. And you? Are you so pleased with the chunk of you bit off from the Empire that you made a special trip here to thank me?
確かに、その件を片付けに来た。
His overly calm demeanor only makes me more irritated. Does the truth behind Velitio matter to us anymore? The last possibility for cooperation has vanished. Our next meeting will be on the battlefield.
つまりお前は本当に俺を信じてなかったんだな。
So, it seems that you truly don't trust me. Is more of the nuance he's saying.
つまりお前は本当に俺を信じてなかったんだな。
So, you truly don't believe me. Why would I? Didn't you already receive the price I paid for this trust? 10 long-haul spacecraft. It was very expensive, my dear brother. Ooh, whoa. What does he say in Japanese? Damn. I need to know. I need to know how Onii-chan felt like then. I just did something stupid again. Give me a second. There we go. Whoa! Don't talk to me like that. I'll talk to you the any way I want to. Beach. Caleb, I am the Empress of the Cosmic Empire. You're the one who can't address me so casually. Wow! Girl, Wow. Wow. This is gonna end up in really, really hot sex. Let's be real. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I just had to make sure she actually says Mahiru in the Japanese version. She does. She's just like, Mahiru. 私は王様だよ。と言われた。すっげえ。
この件についてはちゃんと説明する。信じるかどうかはお前の自由だ。
You're free to decide whether or not you believe it. Yeah, pretty much. For fuck's sake. Thank you. I'll be more cautious next time, especially in matters that involve you. I'll be more cautious next time. Thank you. I'll be more cautious next time, especially when matters involving you are involved. Okay, that's a little bit too many involved in one sentence. People are like this sometimes. They know their words are irrational, yet they're unable to stop themselves from saying it. Are they talking about my words? Because, yeah. I thought tonight would end it on a sour note, but Caleb stays silent for a moment before looking outside.
俺はお前の兄ちゃんだ。そんなに悪者扱いするな。
At some point, it started raining again. The pitter-patter creates a delicate rhythm against the window frame. There are no other sounds. I turn away, avoiding his gaze that shines with new emotion. Forget it. I'm not in the mood to play this game with you.
俺じゃなくて別の男とならいいのか?
Why is there another man? I look toward the sound and see a rug at the foot of the bed. It's rolled up, and the vague outline of a person wrapped inside is visible. What the fuck?
おとなしくしてろ。女王の神殿の窓から落とされて退場なんて無様でしかないぞ。
The rug thrashes more violently. Caleb narrows his eyes and kicks it. Oh my god, the room sounds fun. What the hell? What the hell's going on? Why is there another man in my bedroom? Are you jealous? Though.
なんだ? 惜しいのか?
He grips my chin and forces me to meet his gaze. We don't even talk. Why are you concerned about nothing? I'll send him back later.
せっかく苦労して女王の寝所に潜り込んだのに見もしないで返品するのか?
Is he like...
顔はまあまあいいけど体つきは
There's no need for that. Plenty of people like him compete to get closer. Plenty of people like him compete to get closer to me. And there are others with superior physiques. Wait! Who is this man? I'm so confused. Is this like our like what do you call a boy that's a mistress? Like, I don't get this. I don't understand what's going on. Why am I cheating? Why am I cheating on my boyfriend? I mean, not my boyfriend, but like my brother? What's going on? I don't understand. A low chuckle brushes past my ear as he suddenly grips my wrist. I crash into his chest.
この療養中、妹は随分楽しい生活を送ってたみたいだな。
Am I actually sleeping with someone else?
今度は俺の番じゃないか?
Oh my! The sarcasm doesn't escape is crushed between lips and teeth. His kiss descends like a sudden downpour. Oh my god, we're having sex again. Oh my god. But there's another man in this! There's another man. Stop! There's another man there! Are we afraid of getting caught? Like, nobody knows that we're fucking. I don't understand what's going on. Oh my god. The body surrenders before my will can resist. For some reason, we seem to crave each other more than usual. I don't. We've had sex like so many times already. What the hell? Sweet lord. It's raining again, and maybe, just maybe, we're both tired. This weather is perfect for holding someone close. I need to understand who this other man is. Like, did we just... Were we actually... I'm so confused right now. So was that actually, like, my side piece? I guess that was my actual side piece. That's so weird. Okay. I mean, I am an empress, but me having a side piece in these kind of, like, stories is really weird for some reason to me. Alright. Before everything completely falls apart, we still want to desperately hold on to something. Caleb.
ああ、今回の呼び方は心がこもってるな。
Yobikata? Don't breathe like that! Sweet lord! So we'd say Caleb. I'm gonna check the Japanese real fast. 1 second. Do we say Caleb or Onii-chan? Okay, I say Onii-san. Alright. So, okay. So the Japanese says that I say Onii-san here and not Caleb. And what he says back... So, what do we say back though? Wait, let me... Oh my god.
Ah, 今回の呼び方は心がこもってるな。
I mean, yeah, he says like it's genuine, but he says not reactions, but the way that we call him. Like call to him. I glare at him only to earn a more intense response as he presses himself against me. It's an attempt to overwhelm me with an irresistible force. Hi, Opsadai! Did Genshin stream at a weird time? It did. Genshin stream was at a weird time. We finished watching it though. So we're going to date our brother who's like... He's breathing in a really weird way. Can he stop? I don't even know. I think we had too much sex. We sexed too much. We sexed so much. Oh my god, I'm so like concerned about us. We've literally did each other at least 6 times. 5 times. I don't know, many times. So much doing. We've so much... Oh my god. How are you, Opsadai? It was fun. You should go and watch it. There was a lot of interesting things. I say as if I understood like half of it. But lots of things. Iluga, though, we may not get him, so... I'm so upset about that. You're doing weird stuff to your 3DSs? That's okay. I'm awake doing this, and then I'm gonna head off in about half an hour anyways, so you don't have to worry so much. Like in half an hour, I'll probably like go and take a break and then come back because this is too much for me right now. Like, this man needs to stop with his self. I'm like dying. Neither of us wants to surrender. I forcibly push him, and he has to wrap his arms around me as we tumble towards the bed. There is still a man in your bedroom that isn't your boyfriend. I don't understand what's going on. Are we having sex with another man that we kicked to silence? Did you kill him? If you killed him, that would make sense. But if you didn't kill him, like, maybe we shouldn't have doing this with another man in your bed. I press my knee against his tense abdomen and look down as I restrain him beneath the folds of my dress. And others' folds, I'm sure. He holds my waist as his kisses trail down from my chest, The warm, wet sensation settles on my abdomen and sends thrilling shivers through. Oh my god, I can't. We've embraced each other like this countless times before, where our bodies are intimately entwined, and yet our hearts beat on opposite sides of an unreachable chasm.
妹、俺は知ってる。お前がどうして俺とこんなことをしたがるのか。全部を手に入れてきたお前だからこそ、なおさら受け入れられないんだ。
You guys don't understand what he just did.
俺だけはお前が思い通りにできる存在じゃないってことを。
Guys, you don't understand what he just did. Holy shit. I'm gonna die. What? You can't say stuff like that. Oh. Oh, why doesn't it have this in English? Holy fuck. Little
俺は知っ
sister,
てる。
I know
お前がどうして俺とこんなことをしたがるのか。
why you wanted to do something like this with me.
全部を手に入れてきたお前だからこそ、なおさら受け入れられないんだ。
How would you explain this? It pains you that there's one thing that you can't control. Is that like kind of what it says?
全部を手に入れてきたお前だからこそ、
You're a person that has to have everything in their own
なお
hand.
さら受け入れられないんだ。
So you're yeah, I guess that's correct. Yeah, you're used to having everything, so you're unwilling to accept. That's true. Yeah, that's it,
俺
kind
だ
of
けは
exactly.
お前が思い通りにできる存在じゃないってことを。
I'm the only existence that you can't like claim or keep as yours. Yeah, pretty much. But this is the one that hurts. Damn, you can't say it after you've been grunting and groaning like what you've been doing, and then the first thing we hear is this.
妹、俺は知ってる。
やめてやめて
お前がどうして
やめてくれないやめてくれないやめてやめよやめよ But that's also really sad because when he says like 妹よ I understand, so he's like saying like I understand why you've been doing this with me because this is the only way you can really control me and have me as yours. Like what we're doing right now is more of an extension of your need to control rather than your love for me, which is what he's trying to say. I think like the nuance of it, and it's kind of sad though, like in a way that like she doesn't love him in the way that he wants he wants her to love him, I guess. But aren't you still in my hands at this very moment? I release my grip on Caleb's hand and let my fingers trail down from his Adam's apple. My movement carry a hint of the teasing he excels at. A certain thought that always lingered about this is about to surface. It's the simplest method, and it could solve all of our problems. If I were to capture you and immediately prison you, without you as their high marshal, the Federation wouldn't be a threat to the Empire for very long.
それも一つの手だな。でも連邦統帥の身分を失った真昼はお前にとって何になるんだ。
My brother? I can't. Oh my god, you can't make me choose. I'm going crazy right now. I can't even believe what's happening right now. We know the obvious answer. There is an obvious answer to this. Obviously. Obviously. I don't think it's obvious to anyone but me, but okay. We'll return to the days before you left, to those great depths of our greenhouse's garden. I won't kiss you anymore, and you can continue being my big brother. You'll be by my side forever.
兄俺はそんな身分だけじゃ満足しないって知ってるだろ
I wonder what the other one was. God. Okay, I'm gonna have to play this again just to hear what the other one was. He tightens his grip and pulls me back. His hand firmly holds my nape, and as he playfully nibbles my lips.
常に分不相応な野心を抱きかつては帝国の後継者の一人だった兄だ女王陛下本当にそんな俺をそばに置いて平気か
This is so fucking hot though. It's a reminder. Caleb isn't a bird that can be caged in a greenhouse's garden. He's someone I can never control. Huh! I was just talking to myself. This is still the easiest method. My fingers dangerously wrap themselves around his neck and shake it.
俺の首をコレクションに加えるつもりか情勢がこのまま進めば本当にそんな機会が来るかもなその時は他の誰かじゃなくてお前の手で死なせてくれよ
Hey, we're about to have that.
俺から頼みたいお前との約束だ
This is tanomitai. Tanomu. I leave this to you, I guess. Wakatta. In his eyes, I see myself wearing the same complex smile that's on his face. Long ago, our hunger for power tore holes in our chests and filled them with cold, ruthless hearts. Caleb and I are prisoners of our heart's lack of mercy. We're merely puppets who are controlled and deceived by them. But perhaps we can still do one thing. One tiny act of resistance. Let's leave future matters to the future. At this moment, I want to feel the warmth of you leave. I want to feel the warmth you leave in my body. Wow. Okay. Wow. So we know what kind of wow. There's some pies to be eaten today. Holy shit. I cannot right now. I can't. Oh, don't go so fast. Oh my god, I need to read this. I take his hand. I take his hand and guide it to my warmest depths. I'm dying. I'm gonna die. Please stop. As long as we have it, where are we? As long as we have it to prevent us from being too cold. That's enough. Oh my god. When we embrace, he seemingly wants to embed himself into my very being. He wants to return to that point in primordial chaos where we had yet to be separate. I cannot right now. There's too much sex right now. Like, there's too much. I can't. Oh my god, stop. Our passion isn't born from understanding or trusting each other. Our refusal to be consumed by that horrible emptiness gave rise to it. Intense pleasure and faint melancholy mingle and merge. They watch over us in waves from where we're connected. I would like to know what happened to the random dude that was at the bottom of your fucking, like, bed. Like, the fuck? If this is what love is, then we're in love. I don't know if this is love. Not gonna lie. It feels a little, like, obsession. An incurable obsession. I think my neighbors are trying to connect to one of their Bluetooths, and it's like kicking me off of my Bluetooth, which is really annoying. I need to stop. Oh, okay. Let's hear him.
俺のものだ妹。俺たちはもともとお互いのためにある。この宇宙のすべてを合わせても今のお前のキスとは比にならない。お前は俺のものだ。
You're mine. Oh, what the fuck? See if screaming ptong at the Norsy neighbors will work. I don't know. No, it's not that they're doing anything wrong. It's more like I think they're trying to like receive on their Bluetooth, and their Bluetooth and my Bluetooth are on the same wavelength, unfortunately. So I think that's why I'm having problems, because our Bluetooths are on the same like wavelengths. It's only like I never had problems like this before though, so it's kind of just annoying because it's happening right when I'm like having sex with Caleb. I would like to have sex with my boyfriend. Let me have sex with my boyfriend. Why do you have to connect to your Bluetooth right now? Go away. Oh my god. I was doing so well, and then for some reason, right now is the time when it's like fucked up. Let me hear this. Let me hear it in Japanese at least.
お前は俺のものだ妹。俺たちはもともとお互いのためにある。
You're mine, little sister.
俺のものだ妹。俺たちはもともとお互いのためにある。この宇宙のすべてを合わせても今のお前のキスとは比にならない。
I hate you. I hate this man. I hate this man so much.
この宇宙のすべてを合わせても今のお前のキスとは比にならない。
There's nothing in this cosmos that can compare to your kiss. I cannot with these words. Fuck him. Like, all right, we are fucking him. So they're like, not fuck him, but because we are doing it. But fuck him, like, metaphorically as well. Fuck this man. Fuck him so hard. Oh my god. My tongue catches something salty and bitter. Are these my tears? It turns out even tears of joy are still astringent. But does it matter? I've already kissed him. The Federation has betrayed us and taken control of multiple starports in the Lorne Galaxy. We know their next target is the Empire. As your Empress, I have the responsibility to allow the Council of Elders to pass the Imperial Emergency Act. This is not a declaration of war. It's to ensure we won't get caught off guard when the crisis truly arrives. Hi, Aether! We're having sex with our boyfriend, sorry. I mean, we were. Thankfully, we stopped. We've been having sex with him a lot. Like, this man needs to, like, we need to stop having sex with him. We've so much sex, oh my god. Congrats on your daily chicken as well. Oh my god. Alright. On the holographic screen, today's speech, in which I announce my recovery and return, plays repeatedly. I gaze at the figure speaking eloquently in the video, yet my thoughts turn to a person who's at the other end of the galaxy. After we parted ways that day, Caleb cleaned up the aftermath at Starport number 7 by himself. I don't know what he did, but even the Lorne Galaxy was pacified. The Empire's spacecrafts were returned. Caleb packaged this crisis as my victory, and it even earned me a considerable amount of admiration from the nobles. This is his explanation to me, and perhaps the reason I might be able to trust him again. However, we know a cosmos that's about to be ignited cannot be doused by droplets of water. The communication device. Oh, I don't know. What was it? Fuck shit. Communication rate is interrupting my thoughts. Okay. Where what having what? Yeah, me and my boyfriend apparently were having so much. We've had so much sex in this. Like I cannot even begin to explain how many times we have effed. We have effed so hard. There's so much effing. Like I'm not even kidding. Like we need to stop. There's so much of it. Like damn. Oh my god. Oh, Caleb. Hi.
調子はどうだ
Choshi wa dodar. Not too bad. Not great either. You?
俺も同じだ。前にアトゥがお前の大事な庭園を掘り返して一面土だらけにしてただろう。新鮮な星雲街道を送っといた。2日もすれば届くはずだ。
I hope they can survive a little longer under Taby's teeth this time. Speaking of which, they managed to chew an entire lace trim into my bedchamber curtains. Do you want to see the photos?
ああ、でもあんまり甘やかしすぎないようにな。
I don't do that. When they're not being mischievous, they're actually quite adorable. We chat about everyday matters and make jokes as usual. We avoid mentioning the war. It's possible we have nothing left to say to each other once the situation has escalated to this point. Get this man on meds. He's too horny to get him in horny jail. What did I miss in 4 hours? You missed a lot, Aether. You missed a lot. There was a lot of things happening. There has been a lot of things in this stream today. Oh my god. 2 days after the umpteenth border scuffle between the Empire and the Federation, the Nebulacia apples that Caleb sent bloom. Petting Taby, I sit on a bench in the greenhouse again. This is a rare moment of peace. Suddenly, hurried footsteps resound outside the garden. I turn and see something.
陛下、緊急事態です。第7星港の中継区で爆発が発生しました。連邦は事件に関与した政官には帝国の特別通行許可マークがついていたと主張しています。
Somebody is trying to make war between us, and it's not us. The sound of rushing water echoes in my ears again, and I see myself drifting downstream towards the only direction available to me once more.
貴族の方々が陛下のご決断をお待ちです。
Let's go. Holy, I wish I logged in while I was out, dang. You missed a lot of there was so much of it. And also other stuff. Some other stuff as well. We also watched the Genshin live stream, so there was a lot of things in the Genshin live stream today. Clutching a flower, they roll around on the grass. Their tail wags as cheerfully as ours. The war has begun. It happens more easily than expected and is developing rapidly. The situation where two sides are evenly matched changes drastically after the Lorne Galaxy's first batch of long-haul vessels joined the Empire. In a few months, the Federation's decline has become apparent. I haven't seen Caleb, and I no longer hear the ringtone that accompanies his calls. But occasionally, I will hear his name in military reports.
陛下は先ほど届いた情報によりますと、連邦内閣は真昼に圧力をかけ、統帥職の辞任を求めています。しかし、真昼は強硬姿勢を貫き、主導している官僚らに直接警告を送ったそうです。2日前、彼は親衛艦隊を率いて連邦首都を離れ、それ以来消息を絶っています。ですが、連邦側が故意に偽の情報を流し、我々を油断させようとしている可能性も。
Let's buy the headlines on the front page. All galaxies will spread this rumor. Either Caleb comes forward to deny it, or he lets it become reality. I believe the scales are tipping in my favor, but the sense of achievement accompanying it isn't as great as I expected. Something from the past never died. Even now it continues to gnaw at me. The void in my heart has become exceptionally vast. It's an emptiness that couldn't be filled even if I possessed the entire cosmos. Oh, Princess Hive! Oh my goodness. Hi, T. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Was there codes? Yes, it's in the pinned ether. If you check the pinned, you can see all of the things from this from the nantoka. The nantoka? The nantoka. The stream. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm still a little bit flustered from all of the sex we've been having with Caleb in this card. Like, my brain is scrambled a bit. I just can't. And all of the emotos. Like, I'm like, emoto yamete kuranai no. Oh my god. After ending another deployment meeting, I return alone to my bedchamber and fall into a deep sleep. Wait, is that... It's raining. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting rain today. That's surprising. Wait a second. I didn't know there was rain today. Oh, there is. Ooh, there's rain and then snow a little bit later. We'll have snow tonight. Possibly. We'll see. In my dream, an indigo wasteland stretches across cosmic dust. Something older than memories summons me. I raise my head and see the moonlight outlining a familiar figure. Wait, are we in our dreams right now and we're just dreaming of Caleb? God.
今夜はかなり疲れてるみたいだな。どうした?
You have the gall to ask. I walk over to sit beside Caleb and lean against his shoulder, like when we were children. Oh, unfortunately, this is a dream. I wouldn't be able to lean on you otherwise.
お前が頼りたくなったら、俺はいつだってお前を守るぞ。
I shake my head. You once told me that power is a blade. We must hold it in our own hands. And when you grip the hilt of a blade, you can't dream of embracing another person.
そして、使い方は至って簡単だ。常に鋭い方を敵に向けること。でも今、お前の敵は俺だ。
You say awful words even in my dream. I hear Caleb laugh as if he doesn't care. Then he wraps his arm around my shoulders to pull me into an intimate proximity. Oh god, not again. See, I told you we're always having sex. Stop.
たとえこれが俺と妹の望んだものじゃなくても。
妹のぞ... God, stop calling me little sister. Even though my little sister didn't want this. Ew, listen, no. I can't deal with you. You don't want it either, because I'll win this time. Do I say Onii-san here? Let me check. Let's check if there's Onii-san here. It's probably Onii-san. Okay. I guess not.
お前の心に欠けてるものはたった一度の勝利で埋められるのか?
Maybe. Oh, I was at the wrong place. That's why I was confused. Okay. I use Anata there, which means that I kind of like saw him as someone else. Again, we're bonk stick where I want to bonk Caleb. You should bonk him. He deserves it. He's very bonkable right now. I don't know. The throne, victory, peace, and a greater cosmos. In you. I want everything. I want everything.
数ヶ月会わないうちに、随分堂々と欲張るようになったな。
You're also at fault. I'm notably honest when facing Caleb in my dream. Maybe it's because it's been too long since we've talked like this. You're the one who made me think I could obtain everything. And now you won't let me continue having beautiful dreams.
ここはお前の夢の中なんだろ? 俺に何してもいいぞ。
Not this man saying you can do whatever you want to me in my dreams. Like, the fuck? I hate this man. I hate him so much. I love him. Please. I might get bonked by the girl I had to date on also Sensei for bonking Caleb. I mean, is the girl that you like to date also in love with Caleb? She also loves. I mean, Caleb's cool and all, but I also like. There's this like love and hate relationship with every single man I have in this game. Like I love, Raphael the most. Like he's my boyfriend and everything. But Caleb, I want to kill him, but I also want to keep him. It's very, very hard for me. I don't know why. It's hard for me and Caleb. We have a very complicated relationship.
ただ目が覚めた時、どれだけ覚えてられるかはわからないけどな。
Did he learn how to dream walk? Noticing what Caleb is trying to imply, I pinch his arm. What am I to you?
プライドが高くて欲張りで、疑り深くてわがままで。
Not this man is saying all of the bad shit about me. Oh my god.
それでも世界で一番可愛い妹だ。
Are you allowed to call me baby sister so many times? He needs to stop calling me baby sister. I feel like especially because it's actually translated in English, okay? Like, I have been putting in all of the baby sisters that they are saying in Japanese, which they are saying a lot more than they're putting in the English, by the way. But the fact that it's also translated into English is like, my mind is dying. My mind is actually just dead. Oh god. Sounds like the fiancé drama. I don't know what that is, but yes, possibly. It's just too much. I can't deal with him. He hurts me. Under the vast sky, we sit quietly for a long time. Only the moon's slow descent reminds us of the passage of time. Something soft brushes against my palm. I look down and see a blue-gray flower he placed in my hand. It's then I notice that the wasteland is somehow covered in the blossoming Nebulicia apples. Caleb seems to remember something. Are you leaving?
ああ、もうすぐ夢が覚めちまう。まあでも、目覚めてからじゃないと自分の願いは叶えられないよな。
Your wishes. I don't think I even know what they are. His wishes are to just make us happy. And I hate that. It doesn't look like he'll say more. I give up. Never mind. You're just part of my dream. I can't expect you to answer questions I can't figure out myself. I can figure them out. You're the dumbass. Not me. You. I'm saying to myself in game. Baby sister. Silas is problematic. They're all problematic, T. Like every single one of them. Baby girl sister. Yes. Oh my god, please. I can't.
それぞれの軌道を回る2つの構成は一瞬でも交われば破滅をもたらす。それが宇宙の掟だ。けど、もしかしたら長い時間をかけてお互いを探して抱きしめ合うのはそばで滅ぶためじゃないのかもしれない。
I mean, if you're in like perfect balance and you kind of circle around each other, you might be okay. I'm still trying to make sense of his cryptic words when he turns around. He walks towards the edge of the wasteland where the moon has fallen. I want to catch up with Caleb, but I step onto empty air and rapidly fall. Before my consciousness drifts away, I hear his voice again. It's more distant.
俺の願いが何なのか気になるんだろう。この宇宙の掟を俺の意志で変えることだ。
He wants the cosmos to change. The cosmos's will, the cosmos's one law that means that stars can't be next to each other or kiss. That's the law that he wants to like change. But we've already made out like 1,000,000 times and also did the do. There's so much doing the do. We've done the do so many times. Oh my god. Anyways. This man. When I wake up, moonlight filters through the lattice lattice window and falls next to my pillow. Looking at my empty hands, I feel disoriented. It seems someone tenderly held them for a long time. Even now, warmth still lingers. Did Caleb come in? Lorne Galaxy 2 weeks later. Time passes silently, and the shadow of war still looms over the major galaxies. Inside the reception hall and in front of a massive panoramic glass wall, starship models are displayed like constellations. Nearby, Phelan, a representative from the Lore Galaxy, taps the hologram to give the sales pitch for this batch of brand new starships.
こちらが第3弾の生還設計図です。女王陛下にご承認いただければ、すぐに次の製造を開始できます。
Caleb came? Yes, Caleb came multiple times. There's no need to hurry. Currently, losses from the Imperial starship battles are lower than expected. I'll give you a contract that our strategists redrafted later. Phelan pauses, and the hologram on the glass wall slightly trembles in response.
承知しました。
Ooh, he didn't like that.
女王陛下
Without waiting for the guards outside, my secretary bursts into the reception hall. She's unable to hide her excitement.
連邦統帥が自ら率いる艦隊がアロール星系で事故に遭った模様です。
Oh?
原因はまだ不明ですが、彼らは帝国主政領内に緊急着陸。おおよその位置は特定済みで、現在捜索範囲を3カ所まで絞り込みました。
Are we trying to, like, kill the Grand Marshal? Phelan immediately stands up and bows respectfully.
おめでとうございます、女王陛下。連邦統帥が単身で帝国領に墜落するとは、この上ない好機です。
T, you weren't around. T, you don't understand. T. She talked about wanting his warmth to she talked about how she was like, I hope that you're warm to have your warmth within me again. And I was just like, girl, I think 9 months later, there will definitely be something. That's literally what they said. Just say you want the peen. She does want the peen. She literally was sitting in his lap and it was just like, I want your warmth within me. And I'm like, girl, like, I can't with you right now. I can't. There's so much. Oh god. Okay, anyways.
陛下が直々に粛清を命じられれば、以後あなた様の統治に疑問を呈する者は現れないでしょう。
If the Empress gives out the order to execute him, no one would dare question your Majesty's reign. Who has been questioning my reign in the first place, little bitch? I thought you'd be happier to see this conflict continue. After all, you still have plenty of high-quality goods worth selling.
あの連邦統帥は前々から独断専行で傍若無人でしたので、私はただこの男を容易に手のひらの外へ逃がさぬよう進言したまででございます。 Okay, all right. I remain non-committal, my gaze sweeping past Phelan to land on the secretary waiting nearby. Find them. Before I give the order, no one is permitted to attack.
かしこまりました。
I nod in acknowledgement, my fingers tapping the table surface. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch a fleeting shadow of displeasure across Phelan's face. Ever since the Stellar Starfaring Summit was held, the people of the Lorne Galaxy have been somewhat dissatisfied with Caleb. But obvious attempts at sowing discord are a first. Did their patrons become impatient? They're patrons. Okay. I saw that and saw Patreon and not patience.
The Lauren Galaxy may have never been truly neutral, but I have no intention of exposing their scheme to use me as their weapon for now. At this moment, I'm more concerned about Caleb's situation. Notify the command ship. We're departing for our home planet. The command ship traverses through the dark cosmos. Stars streak past at light speed as if the entire world is disappearing behind me. I think I have too many things to ask him after 6 months. In what capacity should I meet you this time? As the Empress. Go find him? He's right in front of me. Give up, my dear brother. Ha ha ha! Please stop. Why is this hot?
大艦祝いを持ってきた。
What's that?
両国は俺たちの共食いを望んでる。けど彼らは知らない。俺たちは同じ源から生まれ、魂は絡み合ってる。
How? What? We are from the same source, goddamn. Assess the situation. Somebody's attacking both of us.
野心を持っても良心は失ってない。
Oof. Goddamn. Why is he so hot when he does that?
Hm. 自業自得だ。さて、停戦条件について話し合おうか。
I'm gonna not take his hand. Not him forcing me. I knew you'd make me do it. What do you want?
お前だ。
私か。
でも明日からお前は俺だけのものじゃなくなる。
私の。Oh wow, I said the same thing. Oh my. Oh my. We're making out on a battle scene? Really, guys? Oh my god, against a chair? At least it's not a rock this time. Okay, 1 second. Sorry. I have things. There's things I need in my life, and that's that. Okay, going on. Fill up my... What did you just say, myself? Fill up my ambition? Fill up my ambition, she says.
俺たちの鎖を結び直そう。そして一緒に運命とかいうやつを殺そう。
Oh god, we're gonna do it on this chair, I guess. Wait, before... Oh, is it still there? Okay, I need that. Anyways. On the throne, Caleb and I rest in each other's embrace, among other things. The dust has settled, and only wisps of smoke arise from parts of the ruins. Imperial generals have regained control of the situation, and it's not hard to track down the forces that tried to sabotage our negotiations. Those who want to profit from it will pray for war to never end. It's not just Lorne, though. The Empire and Federation have no shortage of people. They only convert. They're only more covert about it.
ああ、残念ながらそいつらはターゲットを間違えた。いくら努力したところで無駄だ。
Caleb rotates his wrist and spreads out several encrypted documents. He taps them, and a series of terms appears in the air. Raising an eyebrow, I lean in to get a good look at the documents. Phelan drafted them and added enticing language and generous terms. They even promised you Lorne's entire shipbuilding capacity for the next 10 years. You weren't tempted?
だって一番望んだ協力者がすでにいるだろう。泣く泣く断るしかなかったんだ。妹には途中で放り出されちまったけど、俺はちっとも気にしてない。
He's referring to the Velitio incident. I claimed to be sick halfway through while providing intel to the Lorne galaxy. I suppose I caused him some trouble at the time, but that's in the past now. There's nothing we can discuss. I couldn't have guessed you detected someone was planning to bomb the starport, so you decided to strike first. In any case, the situation was unclear at the time. I wouldn't put my crown at risk.
そうだろうと思って、状況を落ち着かせてからお前に会いに行ったんだ。今夜のお前と同じようにな。
His expression, free of accusations, stirs a sense of guilt that's been dormant for a long time. I gently link my arm with his. Be honest. Didn't you think you might die if I hadn't arrived in time? What if the others persuaded me, and I decided to kill you? He doesn't answer my question. He only lowers his head to kiss my hair in a
ワー
familiar
プポイン
gesture.
トを覚えてるか？ヴィラティオ。俺たちが一緒に立てた計画だ。俺は今も信じてる。あれは定められた掟を変えて、俺たちを新たな未来へ導くことができるって。女王陛下はいかがお考えですか？
Oh, 3 months later.
帝国と連邦は合意に達し、改めて100年の相互援助協定を締結する。ヴィラティオ探索計画に関しても、再度貴族議会と連邦内閣にて協議を行う予定である。女王陛下、マヒル統帥、こちらに証文の押印をお願いいたします。
Caleb and I step forward together and solemnly place our hands on the treaty. A ring of blue light spreads and ripples outward like starlight before settling into the profound silence. But the cosmos abides by one truth. It will forever exist in unrest and chaos. Tranquility is only temporary. But we'll leave those headaches for our future selves. At this moment, I feel an unprecedented sense of satisfaction filling my chest. I think the change of music is really interesting somehow. Doesn't this feel like we're exchanging vows? Are you trying to think we will?
指輪を準備しとけばよかった。もし俺たちが今誓いを交わしたら、帝国の頑固な年寄り方は悲鳴を上げそうだな。
Do you care about that? Maybe we'll never be able to stand beside each other in such a way. His voice is quiet yet clear. It feels as if he's whispering directly in my ear.
子供の頃から自分のやりたいことは絶対成し遂げるって決めてた。選んだ道がどんなに困難でも進み続けようって。
Yeah, he's gonna marry us eventually. Even though we're
初めてお前にキ
bros.
スされた時は予想外に嬉しかった。
Ooh. Thunder. Maybe that's what's disconnecting my Bluetooth so much.
よかった。俺には可愛い妹がいて、彼女も俺と同じ心を持ってるってな。
Okay.
その時から俺はもう孤独じゃなくなったんだ。
I hate you. This trope, I fucking swear. Caleb and I were once at opposite ends of the same fuse, but now all of that is behind us. The cosmos will forge ahead, unscathed. In the Empire, Caleb's name no longer symbolizes danger and destruction. Rather, it will be the most gentle romantic footnote of this era. Caleb and the Federation's High Marshal, the Empress's big brother, former enemy, and lifelong beloved, second only to the cosmic empire. Okay. Someday, I think I'll agree to let someone delete that small text in parentheses. After all, the life we'll experience together will be a long one. That was intense. Holy Jesus. My God. I can't believe how intense that was. Like, I feel like possibly that was the most intense. I haven't done anyone else's, but I have a feeling that Caleb's was probably the most intense of the of this particular series. Especially considering how many times we literally had all of the the intimate moments. There was so much sex. Oh my god. They did it so many times. It's ridiculous. But I do think that them really leaning into the whole bro sis thing is something I wasn't expecting from the English version, but I also don't think they had to even bring it up. Like, I feel like it was definitely a decision. I think they could have gone with like something else, but they definitely didn't, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I don't really care about the trope or anything. I really don't care that they are bro and sis. Like, that's not something I really care about, because unlike other people, I can like separate fiction from reality. So, but I do think that there was no need for them to go so hard, but at the same time, I am glad that they did, because it did give this whole like forbidden love thing going on with them. But also the fact that they did it so many times is like ridiculous. I wasn't expecting them to just, oh, we're alone together. Hey, it's time. Let's do it. Like, the fuck? I love that for them, though. And I loved this card. And I think this is actually one of my favorite, like, Caleb cards. I loved all of his... Actually, I really love his cards. I'm not gonna lie. Caleb's cards are so good. I love Raphael. I really do. And his stories are interesting. But Caleb's has a lot more depth, I think, because of the taboo thing. And it, like, makes it so much more, I guess... Maybe not interesting because of taboo, but like there's so much stuff going on because of that. Like that it becomes a little bit more interesting, maybe. I don't know how to explain that. It's really hard for me to articulate that right now because I'm speaking off the top of my head. Give me a few like moments and I'll write something out. But